Ladies and gentlemen, Australia is responsible for 11% of the world's oceans, but has 0.3% of the world's population. And the way that we currently patrol that is expensive, and it puts our men and women in harm's way. And blue bottles have an opportunity to fill that gap that exists between a manned ship and nothing. And that's often the situation, is that there is a manned ship or nothing. And every country in the world has USVs that are fossil fuel powered. They look like conventional boats that people have taken the people off, and they've put cameras and sensors on, and they run around close to the shore, and they have limited range, and they're noisy, and unless they're very large and expensive, they don't have very great range or persistence. Some countries have USVs that are small and persistent and powered by renewable energy, such as America, which has our competitors Wave Glider, who are owned by Boeing, and our better funded competitor Sail Drone. And both those two companies use two forms of renewable energy, solar and wave, and solar and wind. But what's unique about the Blue Bottle is we use three forms of renewable energy, and we do it in a seaworthy way. And how do we do that is patented under 7 patents in multiple different countries and 2 registered designs here and in America. And the first thing you'll notice is our solar sail, which is one device, does 2 jobs. It's a sail and a solar collector, and it can, in a storm, lower, and when you want it to pop up, it pops up. I'm doing an Elon Musk now because I'm standing here waiting for that to happen. Because Beth, come on, Bluey, come on. The other thing, and that's patented. That is a simple thing that's patented. The other thing that we can do is the joint is also patented, so nobody can copy the joint. And if you look at it, it's very simple. It has very strong muscles that raise and lower it, and then it has very small, fine muscles that slew it or angle it to the sun and the wind. So come on, Bluey. Those two things together mean that we can use the sun and the wind in a... here we are. I was waiting for the wind, I think. So we've actually slowed it down because it used to go down too fast. And so there we are, 0 windage, and it folds into the boat like the wing of a bird, and it doesn't take up any cargo space. And our better funded competitors in America can't do this. One of them has got the sail stuck up, and both our competitors have tried to navigate down in Australia and have either got swept away in currents or have got smashed by the waves. And now we're going to slew? No. All right. The other thing you'll notice that's also unique on a boat is that we have a rudder flipper. And this is a secret superpower that we have that nobody really understands. And when people see the boat out there with the sail down and it's flippering along, they go, "Oh, you've got the boat on anchor." I go, no, we're actually plugging forward at 1/2 to 2 knots. And it's kind of like a ninja, because if you've got a little bit of energy, a little bit of sea, it just sort of flips a little bit and the boat moves forward at 1/2 to 2 knots. And then the more waves you get, the more it flips. And you've probably seen the video, it flips and it gives more power. And if you put 0 energy into the boat, the bow of the boat just comes around into the conditions and starts plugging away from the lee shore. Our better funded competitors in America can't do that. The other thing that's unique about the Blue Bottle and patented is our reel and the keel winch. And you've seen probably on the way in, the original Bob-sized boats had 1.3 metre size keels. The Beth class boats has 1.8 metre winches, which carry any sensor or array, and it's a sort of a win-win-win, because the centre of the gravity of the winch is down low in the boat. The winch or cassette displaces 300 litres of water in the keel, so when you put the cassette in or out, it doesn't change the displacement or trim of the boat. And the torque of the winch is greatest when it's furthest out, and then when it comes in quicker for the same torque. And there's no spooling, it just goes layer upon layer. The winches that we've designed are for the Talus arrays, and next year we'll be demonstrating ASW, or lowering a sensor to any depth using our winch. And the other good thing is that within a few hours you can bring a Blue Bottle in, you can take a cassette out using a crane, put another cassette in, and away you go and do a different mission. So we can change an active or a passive array. In Perth, we've been demonstrating using a modem to talk to things under the water. So we can, and then we can bring that up, back up into the keel, recover the vessel, transport it anywhere. Which brings me to the last, or the second last differentiating feature of the Blue Bottle that our competitors can't do, and that is a combination of the design and the trailer means that two people can drive these anywhere in Australia and launch from a boat ramp without a crane or a boat. And that is logistically has just saved us a fortune, and our competitors in America, they need a boat to take them out to sea, or they need a crane to launch them into water. So it's a fantastic development. And the final differentiating thing about a Blue Bottle is that we're 100% Australian, which means that we are not affected by ITAR. We have AMSA approval for the boats to operate in the EEZ, and we're based here at the University of New South Wales. And I want to thank the university. We've taken over this building probably 18 months ago officially. We've unofficially sort of crept in here before then. And with their cooperation, we've done a little bit of minor surgery to the back fence, which means that we can bring Blue Bottles in from our boat builders out the back and bring them in through here, fit them out with equipment, and they can go out the front door, finished product. The other thing about working with the university is every year we do research projects, and we've employed the people we've researched, and we now have been working with their computer science and their robots that play soccer people for the last 4 years. And what you see here doesn't begin to describe what's inside the boats in terms of these are intelligent robots. And the good thing about them is they're like a team of players playing soccer as they talk to each other in a network. And if one Blue Bottle is pretty good, then a network is a lot better. And our better funded competitors haven't been able to do that. We've actually got things that when we lose comms, they continue their mission indefinitely or of whatever the pre-programmed period of time is. So ladies and gentlemen, the other good thing about being an Australian company too is we're working with the best naval architects and boat builders in the world, and we've got our boat builders here. Where's Brett and his team? Brett builds all the 18-footers. Our naval architects are the 1, 2, 3 guys who do wild oats. And we have the toughest conditions in the world to test the boats in, and we have Botany Bay down the road to do flat water trials, and then we have an area approved by AMSA off Ulladulla, which is 3 hours away, to test in this East Australian current and in the southerlies and the worst conditions in the world. So, I mean, I think Australians are world-renowned. Oh, there's Steve. Hi, Steve. The 1, 2, 3. Australia's renowned for turning out really good naval architects, really good boat builders, and really good sailors. And I think we should be all proud of that, because everywhere you go in the world, we're not that well known for making cars, but we are known for making really good boats. And we should be very proud of that. And this brings me to saying, well, there's nothing like a Blue Bottle. There's nothing like it in the world. We're here to christen 3 of them today. Beth's already christened and is already in Darwin. Bonnie's been christened and is going up to Darwin in a couple of weeks. By September, we'll have 5 Blue Bottles operating out of Darwin to do various jobs, and then next year we'll be doing anti-submarine warfare with Talus off HMAS Stirling. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I would like to swap places with Rear Admiral Pete Quinn and ask him to do the honours of christening Bluey.